You think I'd be better at this, guys? You really think I'd be better at adding myself to the actual stream so that you can hear me? I would imagine you can hear me now. Yes, no, hear me now. God, I suck at this. It's a good thing they don't pay me very much money. I hope you can hear me. Try to go full screen here. All right, here we go. We can I think here. So again, first play, reading the leverage of 21. He chases the speed out. Sitting in, there we go. Sit in the zone. Very simple read, 1, 2, 3, throw. Again, sorry about the quality of the stuff we get from NFL Game Pass. I can only really download it. Somebody has a suggestion for crystallizing this thing. I would love to hear it. I don't know what the hell the Giants are doing here. They're running Peppers side to side late. They made a coverage adjustment. He chases the first out. Simply throw the second one. It's a very easy read. 3rd and 2 situation now. We'll let her play through. I really want the Browns to get more involved with Kareem Hunt in option routes. This is a simple Texas route. Some people call it an angle route. It's a fun little route that puts pressure on linebackers in space. So they're really trying to put a bind. We'll put a little bind right here. Sell, flat, put your left foot in the ground, work back inside of them. I think they need to continue to do more isolating of the running back, especially with Kareem's receiving ability. And Nick, too. Nick's an underrated wide receiver, in my opinion. I think they've got to get him more involved. He had a nice catch in this game. Not a great throw there from Baker, kind of behind him. Great catch by Kareem, but you don't really want to miss like this to running backs in terms of where you leave the football for them, because if you recall that 2-point play last week, ironically enough, when they played the Ravens, Baker put a ball on Kareem's back shoulder like this, and it tipped off his shoulder, and Peoples-Jones caught it, if you recall that. So you really don't want to leave you want to put this ball out in front of right here in front of him, so that it's just an easy catch and run. But nonetheless, catch, first down. That's what you want in that situation. I do agree. Seems like Baker is doing a much better job finding his backs. I think it's been and I'm going to put your comment up here. I'm going to try to be a little bit more interactive here. It is not something Baker's ever done. Dating back to his Oklahoma days, it's not something that he has ever done, finding backs out of the backfield consistently. So as he gets older, wiser, more accustomed to the NFL game, and more familiar with Stefanski's system, I think he's going to only get better at finding his running backs in space, especially when situations where defenses are bailing hard, right? I think he's going to get better and better at that. So from a bunch set here, we're looking at 11 personnel. You're just kind of running a spacing concept. What we're looking at is kind of giving yourself avenues across the field, right? You get an out here. You're going to get a settle or snag route. We're going to try to settle in these voids, pin here. And we're just looking to take advantage of every level of horizontal space across the field. So, Baker can kind of decipher where he wants to go. If he knows he has a leverage for this off route, for this out, from this, tight bunch out route, I'm going to take it. He trusts Jarvis on these routes, so he's going to continue to take it. It's an easy throw for him. He's very on time with it. It's easy money. They've been doing this a lot. Right, left foot forward. Still see him working that left foot forward. 1, 2, 3, ball out. Accurate. Simple stuff. Good stuff here. Let me show. So what are 2 qualities you felt he was lacking at the beginning of the year he's better at now? He's trusting his eyes more, something you've talked about. Yeah, I do believe his eyes are going to the right spots right away. It's a good question, Joel. His eyes are more consistently where they need to be off the snap. And I think he's doing a better job at manipulating the pocket. Trusting the pocket, sitting in the pocket, stepping up and delivering, as we see here. This is a pretty crazy throw, right? Browns do a lot of this, only 2-man route stuff. Sometimes they'll sneak a tight end out. We'll let this play through one more time, and then we'll go back and draw it up. This is a really great throw. I mean, a lot of trust here. So, pretty simple stuff. Coming off play action, you're going to get a backside alley to dig. Front side, you're getting a deeper out route, and you're kind of just reading leverage. Your tight end is going to be late release as an option valve if you'd like to, but it's the simple stuff. I mean, it's not a layered read concept. It's just highly protected. You're going to keep a ton of guys in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, seven-man protection, and let your quarterback use his extremely powerful throwing arm to make something happen. Nick Chubb does a great job blocking Peppers blitzing there. And what's amazing to me is looking at the leverage at which he throws this. I mean, I don't know. I typically wouldn't feel great about making this throw because the corner's kind of even on this out route. It's kind of even here. And it takes a great effort by Higgins to go get this football, but it takes a really great throw with great timing to allow him to get it. I mean, a better corner might make a play on this football, but when he's feeling it, he's feeling it. And right now he's certainly feeling it. And then really, like, you're talking about these play action schemes. And so this is counted as play action. I know this has been kind of a hot topic is how the scheme is propping Baker up. I'm kind of talking about Jessica's question here, which is you comment on the whole, is a bad scheme. Let me try to get this to show up. Coming the whole Baker bad scheme makes him good nonsense. I think it's more people are trying to say that the scheme is what's making Baker good. And like this counts as play action, but there's no real play action here. I mean, he's kind of turning his back, but there's no football extended, right? It doesn't really do much to the linebacker. So like you can say what you want about play action constantly propping him up, but he's making the throws, man. Like this ball is ripped right where it's supposed to be on the sideline out in front. Higgins makes a great play, keeping the ball out, extended away from the defender. Like, you can call this play action, but there's no fool. The defense isn't really fooled. I mean, so call it what you want, but that's not the scheme helping him that much there. So, the protection's good. Don't get me wrong, but that's not scheme making it easy for the quarterback. I've talked all the time about this. I love running back motion to tell us what coverage is coming. 4th and 2 here, and it's really unfortunate this ball's knocked down. I think they've got to do a better job in these situations, and I'm sure Joel would tell you, Batonio, the left guard, would tell you the same. And this is such an easy throw. It's an easy first down. Is that you got to try to keep arms down. Quick throws, you got to keep arms down because if you don't get arms down, football's going to have a high percentage chance of getting knocked down. Right? So you got to do your best here, the left guard, to try to get your arms over top of his arms so he can't get a hand on it. So that's an unfortunate start to the game for them. I didn't love that, but the scheme was open, the throw was open, the read was right, and you like to see that little wrinkle here. We used to call this orbit motion, selling shotgun run game. All right, we're going to try to pull this defender right here inside with this inside motion, looking like it's split zone. Split zone is just zone blocking up front, taking the tight end from the front side and kicking out the backside in, trying to sell that. Right. This guy does a really great job of playing it. Baker wants to throw it right now. Can't, doesn't feel good about it. Kind of hold on to it a split second longer and throws a really great touch throw out in front of him to give him a 7-yard gain there, which was good to see. What do we got next? Narrative, Sam Monson's pushing out Baker struggles to come off his first read. I think that's certainly something that's gotten better, Kevin. I really think he's improved his eye discipline first to second read. And I think the data that company even has put out recently, John Costco, who I had on the podcast this week, said the same. You still give merit to Baker being better off mentally without Odell, might well clarify for the team for that matter. I mean, listen, I just, the data tells us yes. You can kind of analyze that however you want. Maybe the Browns run it back because they say, okay, now Baker's comfortable in this offense, but right now, the data tells us that Baker's eyes are better. His trust of the scheme is better without him. And that's nothing against Odell. I'm not trying to push that narrative. But the data tells us one thing, and that's that he's playing better when he's just freely going through his reads and not worrying about trying to get the football to any one guy. Like in the last 4 weeks or 5 weeks, they've had 4 guys a game, mostly 4 guys a game, averaging over 5 targets. Like they're very well spreading the football out. And I just think Baker doesn't have to have any concern in his mind about who he's throwing to. Read it and throw it. So, listen, I think Odell could come back and be a great part of this offense if he comes back healthy. But you also got to worry. You got to see it. I haven't truly seen it, and I want to see it. I just want to see it. Maybe it can happen. We'll have to see what they think is. I'm going to trust Barry and Stefanski to make the best decision for the franchise on that one. This is a good read. I like that he throws them to open space. Hooper does a great job too. Just a two-man route concept side. The stop route. Excuse me. Get a little takeoff with a stop route, picking on option route. He can chase it in. He can chase it out. He's kind of reading this coverage here. Who's going to play him in this intermediate area? It's a one-man route side. I mean, if your first side route is open, throw it. Right? And this is open. He sees the safety bail deep middle. It's cover 3, which means you're going to have a hook defender. 49 is going to be your hook curl flat defender. Sorry, curl flat. He chases him. He squats inside with his eyes. Hooper notices it. You see Hooper and Baker on the same page here. Good chemistry. Where's the open void in this situation? Oh, man, hey, let's make this easy. Let's just work out into this window right here. You see Baker's eyes looking here. You can see his eyes looking here. And that's what you want to see. That's chemistry, man. It's easy stuff. First down on a second and long situation. Again, very comfortable in the pocket. Giants have a tricky scheme. The 5-man front scheme Pittsburgh runs it, Baltimore runs it. They're running a bear front here, which is a 0 nose, 2-3 techniques, 2 edge players, edge defenders, edge rushers. This scheme is typically giving Baker a little bit of trouble. He handles it well. He's reading left side, knows what he has, gets his eyes back middle because he feels this rush, but he knows Joel is going to pick it up. Slide left. You see the open window. Deliver. Really good stuff, man. It's like Hooper's a little slow on that play, if you ask me, but, he's coming back from appendix surgery. We'll cut him a break. Can we say something about the Browns' defense? Yeah, listen, we broke down. We had our first episode breaking down defense last week. We are going to do a defensive episode tomorrow. So if you're interested, there's an 8 o'clock one with me, myself, and John Stephenson, who does an unbelievable job breaking down defense. So if you want to know about defense issues, what they're doing well, how they're getting red zone stops, come see it tomorrow. We'll talk about it. Again, easy money here. I mean, sometimes it just works well. This is an actual play action that you see hold down the linebackers a little bit. And really, Higgins is just running a vertical deep curl. I mean, it's an 18-yard stop route. He knows he's not running past it. I'm talking about Higgins here at the top of the screen. He knows he's not running past him. He's got leverage. Set it up. Hook it up. Get up at 18. Great throw. Great timing. Elway was about done when I started actually watching football. Is his throwing style actually similar to Baker's, or was Collinsworth selling us oceanfront property? I think they both have very live arms, put it that way. I think they both throw it really well. John was known for being a guy who could really rip the football. Collinsworth would know way more than that. I was, 98, 99. They won a couple Super Bowls. I was just 10 years old. I didn't watch a ton of Elway. Obviously, I know how hated he is in Cleveland, but I guess I could see the live arm standpoint. I love this throw, man. This is a honey shot. People call this the honey hole in cover 2 and in between deep and flat coverage. So he identifies he wants to go to the top of the screen here. Outside release corner makes him go. Baker's trying to fit it in a window between this safety arriving over top and the carrying corner, and it's a really tight window right here. So it's a tough throw, and it's a really tough throw. And I think he delivers a great football here, one that almost could have been a touchdown. One of his better throws on the night, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is one that they graded high quality. I wish the video quality was a little better, guys. I really do. But that ball is like right on the sideline. It's right there to be a touchdown. It's a great throw. Ali is asking how Marvin Hall fits when he plays. I think Marvin Hall will be a burner over the top type, the guy that they need to take the coverage off defense for about 15 snaps a game. And I expect one shot throw to him if he gets on the field. We'll see if he does. But, man, if Higgins can keep his feet and body kind of tilting, if he was able to, and this is, I'm sure, a play Higgins would want back, if he can get the tilt here with his body, keeping his feet in bounds and holding that, that's a touchdown throw, man. That's an unbelievable throw. Really high quality. dropping it in a bucket. Should have been a touchdown. I'm sure Higgins would want that one back, like I said. 2nd and 10 now, down inside the red zone, where the Browns have been really effective. Let her play through for you once. Just a double out concept from 2 and 3. So this is Hooper at the bottom of the screen playing X, so you'll notice this is 12 personnel. Yeah, Brett, man, that placement was ridiculous on that throw, wasn't it? You're getting a takeoff outside. See what the corner does. Does the corner squat or does he react and bail? If he bails, take your 1 or 2 out routes. So your eyes go, if he bails, eliminates this route right now, then your eyes are here. And maybe on this edge, if this edge decides to drop into coverage here. But who does this guy jump? Does he jump this route or does he jump this route? Just decipher which one you want, man. Quarterbacking can be kind of easy sometimes. Oh, look, bail off. It's man-to-man. You could throw either one of these 2 out routes if you want them. Simple stuff, very easy, on time, on target. Turn up field, get 10 yards, 9, 10 yards. 1, 2, 3, throw. Again, eyes in the right spot, man. Like, that's the stuff that I've been so drawn to and why I think he's playing better is the eyes are going to the right locations all the time. It feels like last year so often, and even early portions of this year, his eyes where his initial eyes were going were not where they needed to be. So that is something I'd love to have seen improve, and it has. So coming off play action here, again, 7-man protection. We've got tackle over here. Kendall Lamb's in. This actually might end up being 8-man protection. The running back staying into block 2. So in this situation, ideally, Baker's looking backside. Can he fit this hole shot in? If he doesn't like front side, the front side read here is Jarvis. Can he throw this corner route up to the top of the screen? All right, so Jarvis is sort of pressing inside, turning it out. Higgins is working the backside. Is there availability in this window? This Mike Backer dropping to the middle makes that hard. I'd probably like to see him dump this ball off to his running back, let Nick try to work in space. Giants do a good job of covering it here, which happens. I'd throw the ball to Nick right now. Maybe he gets to the pylon. But, again, I like, too, that Baker is escaping more up the middle of the football field. Yeah, Kevin, agree about Harrison Bryant putting 2 hands on the football, man. So important. So important. But I do like that he's escaping. When Baker escapes, he's doing more front of the pocket escaping, middle of the pocket escaping, rather than trying to run laterally. Great job by Nick Harris and J.C. Treader on this combo block, right? Anchoring, keeping him away. That's great stuff. You almost would love to have Conklin release here, pick up that Mike, or pick up that linebacker, safety, whatever squatting there. I haven't really seen the motion yet. It's the edge. It drops into zone. So, right, does a good job of realizing this throw is not here. Okay? Good job of realizing this throw isn't here. So, I like it. Really like this play action concept, sneaking, having your fullback as a wing, occupying this outside, and then you're just sort of sneaking Hooper into the void. Baker does a good job scanning right to left and finding Hooper. I liked it. Right side, come back left, uncovered, simple stuff. 7-0 at this, 7-3 at this point, right? This is a key drive, I believe, if we're looking at this scoreboard. Yep, this is the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Ended up being a 12-play, 95-yard drive in total. So this is great. Straight drop, trying to throw this combo route side here. Talked about the double out routes earlier. What we're trying to do is really isolate this linebacker right here. You can throw it right now. Throw it. The Giants cover it really well. Cover 2, down corner. Curl the hook defender sitting on that other out. You'd like to see him work backside here. This is where he's tight to the pocket, is where he's got to get a little better. This route is open. Bus open. So if you have your eyes here, can't make this throw to any of this direction, Get your head back this side if you can. Find a passing window because this route is open right here. Something he's got to get better at. As he goes, he will. Congested pockets, right? But I also don't mind checking it down to his back there either. A little quicker, you can find your wide receiver in that window. Eyes back, right side, boom. You could have found him there. But if not, checking it down to Kareem is fine. It's a positive gains, 5 yards. It's what you want to see. Gun, right? Jarvis in the backfield, which is a new thing they've been wrinkling in a little bit. You know the Giants are playing a lot of zone, just running an exchange, post-rail exchange here. Very simple concept. Run a skinny. Sometimes they call this an alert route. Rail, we're going to run this up the side. Sending Jarvis on a swing. Just reading this invert defender right here. Where does he go? Does he drop into this hook zone? Right? Does he settle up inside? Does he widen or expand? What does he do? Is your invert read? Take advantage of it. Yeah, I know no quarterback's perfect, man, but we're talking about quarterback thought process. So that's what we're always trying to talk quarterback thought process, how they get from one step to the next. What we would love to see them do. We all know Baker played really well. This is a great throw here, right? The second he widens out, you can see the Mike vacates the zone to the field side. You got a big window. Boom. Ball's out. Good job stepping up into the pocket. It's a good throw. Good clean pocket here, too. Nice job by Harris and Treader again combining. Giants drop a interior defender out. Right? Good throw, good catch. Back into 12 personnel here. 2 tight ends. Play action. They run this little underneath concept all the time. Right? Selling wide zone this direction. Here, 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 here. Here, here. Sneaking Landry underneath. Get the football out to him quick. Right? This is the challenge because you have to understand the backside could be right in your face right now. He does a great job here getting his head around. Sell the fake. Stay true to the fake. Don't move your head before you get that football extended. That's great, man. How well he's extending that football right there. And I know this backside end doesn't bite, but it's just long enough for Jarvis to sneak underneath and flip it to him. Boom, big gain, right? You got Bryant blocking. You got people out in front of him. It's a 15-yard gain. So it's consistency with the fake. How long can you hold it? Hold it. Boom. Football's out. Good job. That's the beauty of this scheme. They shift so much now from under center to split. I love it. 3-by-1 really messes with the defense going from under center to shotgun with the expectation of what they're going to do. This is a great throw. Some of you who don't like Njoku might not love this one. They got to keep getting him more involved. Pushing the seams, this guy is deadly up the seams, man. Really deadly. Right side is his read side first. If left side was his read side first, he would have driven this football in cover 3 to Landry in this seam. But what he does a great job of is dropping this throw with touch over the top, right? This is really good, man. It's a really good throw. Vertical, stop, Haas juke concept stuff, people would call this. It's a variation of it with occupying the seams with verticals and hitches on the outside. Some people call it Haas wide juke when there's a tight end running that juke route in the middle. This is a variation of it. A couple hitches outside. Now we're just against this zone. How are we going to occupy this right here? We're just going to put a touch throw right over top, shield him from the corner. It's a great throw, man, and a really great catch, too. Great throw and a great catch. This view right here is fun. That's a fun view. Roll that back. That's a touch throw that you know that corner is going to collapse on him, so you got to put it right over the top of that down safety and shield him from the corner. It's a great throw. Is Baker, the game slowing down, or combination of getting better at little things like mechanics? I think it's both. I think the scheme has started to slow down for him. And I do think that he's getting more comfortable as the scheme slows down, trusting mechanics and doing the little things right. I definitely do. This is a heavily talked about does a super mesh, man. Like we're running mesh. We're running shallow mesh. See, Brett agrees with me there. We're running a shallow and over the top mesh with this also being a cross side. And we're selling this here. We got Giants defenders running everywhere, man. I think I'm pretty sure, and Baker said in the post game that he missed him. The second Njoku falls down right here, stumbles, Baker kind of eliminates him right here. And then as he's working out toward the right side, he sees at this point his eyes have gone to Jarvis, and that's where he's delivering the football. Yeah, I know Njoku's wide open underneath. I get it. But when your eyes go away, right there, he's kind of eliminated him. Baker has at this point realized Jarvis has leverage at the top of the screen, and that's a great throw. I mean, like, that's a great throw. I get it. 85 is open, but God, that's a great throw. On the move, up and away from the defender. It's really fantastic. Yeah, we're seeing Jessica much more touch. Much more touch. I think that's obviously a big thing that you want to see. He's doing a fine job with it. This is a route concept wrinkle that I like. The Browns so often run this 2x2 double out concept. We talked about it earlier. Try to draw this up where they're going here, and this man is also going here. That we'll do a wrinkle. We'll settle this guy down, and then we'll run a little over-the-top dig route, and we'll watch this linebacker jump this invert backer jump it. If he's open now, Baker could throw it, but if you manipulate him with your eyes and your arm, you can get him to drive on this, and it comes open right behind it. This is kind of starting to manipulate defenses on your own. You see that little shoulder shimmy he does right there, hand separation? Boom. What does 54 do when he does that? Jumps up. Now I can throw right behind him, the area that he vacated. That's beautiful stuff, man. That's knowing, hey, I know this read is open. I could throw to 88 here if I wanted to. Sell it. See that little shoulder fake? I think the sky camera here is blocking him. I'm sorry, guys. Boom. Coming back to right behind him, the dig. It's good stuff. You get teams that you're going to run predictable zones. It's a way to pick them apart. Empty look. Now let's motion back in. Since 54 chases him, it's clearly a look of man-to-man. Jace, that's a good question. How hard is it to reset that? I think there's two questions that have come up here I want to answer. How hard is it to reset the dig coming back in? It's not that hard. I think if you know where you're going with it, you have an idea that you can pull that linebacker off, throw the dig. It's easy to get it there. With Baker going beyond his first read as good as he's been doing, do you think it's a good play, sustainable with OBJ coming back? I talked about it earlier. It's possible. I don't know how much they trust it, but it's certainly possible. Yeah. Don't worry about people who have negative stuff to say about Baker all the time. Don't invest your energy there. I'm trying to get over it too, man. These guys, they just want to do it all the time, and it's unnecessary. And I would just try to avoid a ton of energy wasted there. They're looking to run this again. They wanted to isolate this Texas route, this angle route right here. Giants do a great job of covering it this time. They drop this play side edge out, and they kind of bracket it right there. They do lose. I think that's the 3 technique, the high side. Nick Harris loses him. Treader also loses him. If Baker had time, the high side dig is definitely a great option. Watch it come to the middle of the field. The corner falls down. So if they had more time here, a play could have been made. But nice play by 97 here, who I believe is Dexter Lawrence, beating two-man protection, right? Center and right guard are responsible for him here. They were sending Treader Harris's way quite often. So missed opportunity. Now looking at 3rd and 22, a lot of times what the Browns do, man, in these third down situations, these are almost impossible things to convert. is that they will run varying curl routes. So they'll drive to the sticks. They'll try to space these out, so running deep, and try to sit in zones. And they've done a really good job with it this year. I think back to Washington, they picked up a very key second half third down to Odell just running a stick curl. 22 yards is a little bit more challenging instead of like a 3rd and 12. But they do these stick curls really well, and Baker does a nice job reading this one. What's this defender do? He sits on this late releasing tight end route, throws the curl. I can get it to play. It's a great throw. You could see the arm whip he gets, man, driving it. Next play. When they get the football back, another 95-yard drive. All right. Sometimes on these boots, you're not going to have an answer. Throw it away. Sometimes they cover it well. Just throw it away. Does a good job of throwing it away here. I think he's doing more pump faking, less hesitation. Sometimes it can be hesitation, but I think he's doing more. He's doing more purposeful pump faking. Nothing open here. You could possibly have thrown the out route if you wanted to. This defender here sort of squatting off the snap when he collisions, makes his eyes go off of it. He's checking the mesh route in front of his face. He could have thrown the corner. I think if he watches this on tape, he would have liked to have thrown that corner route on third down here. Decided not to. On 3rd and short, I understand. Where does he go when he needs to get out of the pocket? More often than not, moving forward through the pocket instead of running laterally, right? Antonio's kind of getting driven into his lap here. Got to find a way to get out. Does a good job, and this is a pickup of first down. And this pickup of first down is what leads to a 95-yard touchdown. Like the drive itself doesn't happen, obviously, if they don't get that sneaking, getting out of the pocket there up the middle of the field. They don't get it. Another similar concept earlier. What did we talk about where they're trying to hold down the invert defender with a dig route, right? So watch here. It's going to hook it up about 7 to 8, and you got a dig route coming behind it. Read the invert defender. If I could get that off the screen, that'd be nice. Curl flat, runs wide on this cover 3. Occupy the Mike linebacker with the tight end. Hooper's going to sit down right over the middle. He's occupied here. He's occupied here. What route comes open? Jarvis. Now, that's a miss, though. That's one of his very few misses on the day. On time, it feels like, in rhythm. I think he just doesn't put it out in front of him. There's nothing stopping him putting it out in front of him. Maybe he feels like he has to put it back in that backside when he's trying to stop him. But he just missed it. Like I said, he didn't miss many, but he missed that one. Right. Let's see the situation here. We'll play it through for you. 3rd and 7. Again, inside their own 20. On a drive that ended up being a long touchdown. So 3rd and 7, another tough third down. It's a great throw. It's cover 3. They're trying to occupy. This is a predictable cover 3. So when you get this concept and you feel like you have man, right? You feel like you have man. The alignment tells me it's a man free or cover 3 concept. We're just going to say, hey, you occupy backside. If you can run away from somebody, we'll put it on you. Same here. We'll see what the safety does. And then we're just going to drive a dig route right in behind in this void. We'll send this tight end out late, occupy any second-level defenders that might creep up. Let's get some good protection, and let's rip it into a window. 27, occupied by Hooper. Baker knows he can't throw Jarvis because the backside corner is dropping. It turned into zone. What do you have? Look at that dig window, man. Deliver him a good football. Make a catch among some traffic. Great throw. Great read. Great protection up front. Actually, pretty good job here by Baker sliding away. Left guard and center, handling a twist, a Tex here. Twist scheme. They don't pick it up great. He does a great job sliding left. I don't think you see this from Baker early in the season. Look how well he handles this. Boom. Slide left. Reset the feet. Reset the feet, right? Don't just slide left and throw with your hips pointing laterally. Reset the feet so you can drive this football right there. Look how quick that thing gets there, man. That thing is ripped. Boom, boom. Drive it. Great throw. It's a great throw. Great read. And drive, little play action coming up here. It's not. Straight drop. I love that he's throwing some of these swing routes right now to his running back. Let Nick Chubb work in space, man. If you think he's got room to work in space, let Nick and Kareem work in space. Swing it out there. Oh, look at that. Makes a man miss. All of a sudden, 24 turns it into a 9-yard gain. You got guys who can make plays for you. Let them make plays for you. Tom Brady let his running backs make plays for him his whole career. It's what you should do. Give it to him right now. Whoop. Good stuff. Right, little 12 personnel. Actually, this looks like 11 personnel. Some feinted play action. Again, play action that's doing nothing. So don't tell me that they're getting a bunch of biting from the second level on these schemes. I actually, at the top of the screen, I don't know what Rashard Higgins does. I think Higgins, if you look at the top of the screen, thinks it's a running play. I don't know what route he's running. He's kind of moseying out there. This is a great throw. Once he clears this cover 3 curl flat defender, this little bender route here, ball's out. It's a great throw. He is throwing quickly in rhythm. I think it's a sign of trusting the scheme and trusting his protection. And really, we talked about it earlier, Anton, and I don't know if you were watching at that point, but he's able to get his eyes to where they need to right away. This is just a fantastic throw and a great catch. But look where that's placed, kind of in a spot that he can get his 2 arms on it, away from the defender, right? In a spot that nobody else can get to. If anything, it's an incompletion because the defender knocks it loose, but Jarvis makes a great catch on it. Right? And that's the first down, man. A big first down. Great placement. Going into the fourth quarter now, this is where this drive got a little weird, right? A couple penalties. Pushed them back. This is 13 personnel, by the way. We only have 1 wide receiver on the field. This is a wide receiver, Peoples-Jones, but that's Nick Chubb. That's Hooper. That's Bryant. That's Njoku. This is what they can do. They'll get you in base, all these tight ends, and then they're going to throw out of it. Oh, hey, they got this guy coming off the right side. I'm going to beat the safety there with the ball. Right now. It's great. Blitz is coming. I see it happening. You see his eyes drift to the right. Boom, ball out, hitch route. Easy money. Just beat the safety there. I think we get a penalty there or on the next play. There was a chop block on the touchdown run that happened. So now it's 1st and 20. Well, it's 1st and goal from the 21. And again, Baker is so comfortable throwing zone rhythm routes, bender routes. If you're going to play cover 3, he's just going to kill you with this route. If you have a guy running here, right? Here, cover 3, and you have a guy playing curl flat, once this bender gets around him and hooks up in this zone, this soft spot right in through here, he's just going to kill it. He puts these throws on the money. He's done it since college. You got to do something different here. He's going to just rip this football and kill you. It's an easy throw, man. It's 20. It turns into second and goal from the 4. Look how quick that thing's moving. Camera can barely keep up with it. It's a really good throw. Let's motion out again. This time we got more wide receivers involved. This is 11 personnel, only 1 tight end, 1 running back. It's clearly zone, right? The zero tech nose beats Treader to the right side, so he has to slide. He could throw the flat right now. Maybe should have, because it gives him a chance to beat here, but he can't throw the snag here. He can't throw. He could have probably thrown this here, but he's a little worried about how I fit this football in now that I've slid left. How do I fit this football in here? Because he could maybe put it down. It's just a dicey throw when you're this close to the goal line. Jace, I don't know if the Giants are so heavy cover 3. They were in this game. I do like that he finds his running back here who turns it into nearly a touchdown. Brian, about the less batted passes, it always ties to quarterback eyes. You know, are they finding passing windows, and are they able to manipulate with the eyes? And I think Baker's doing better with it. I like sliding out here, sliding away from pressure. He had maybe one spot he could have put it, but you don't need to risk it. Get it down to the 2. The next play is a touchdown. Now it's kind of ice the game away mode. It's 9 minutes left. You're up 20-6. Browns had a couple drives. They ended up punting on late, but, you know, this game's essentially over at this point. This is a drive concept. Pretty easy stuff. You're just going to get a shallow with a dig over top. Let's read it. If your shallow breaks free, you get a little miscommunication by these 2 defenders right here. Shallow breaks free, just throw it to him, man. Turns into a 18, 19-yard gain. It's very much comfortable with shifting protections. I think his guys know where to go. Just a ton more comfort in the scheme now, man. So that's it for the day. That's all the more we have. He threw 32 times. I took out screens. I think there were 5 screens because screen plays aren't really that important for us to focus on. They're easy throws. They're easy catches. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Baker's playing so much better of late. I think I opened this one up to the public, and I usually keep these for subscribers only at the OBR. So if you do like these, please go to the OBR and join us. It's very cheap per month. We have a lot of great content. These film rooms are exclusive. We'll have an exclusive one tomorrow that'll be just on the Browns defense, 4 angles in which we're going to check out the Browns defense. Please go check that out. If you're a subscriber, you could do any questions you'd like. Ask the insiders. I really, really would love it if you join us because you get a ton of good content and you get these videos every week. Like I said, I made a mistake and made this one public, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. But hell of a game from Baker, and I think the Browns really have a quarterback who's trending in the right direction with a play caller he's forming a great, great relationship with. So, yeah, hell of a time watching, breaking down this game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. And we'll keep our fingers crossed about the Jets' outcome and maybe Week 17 being about something more than just a playoff berth. It'd be crazy to think about. So we'll check back in next week, man. Appreciate you guys. Leave comments on this video if you like. I'd always try to chat every once in a while if I can. So, yeah, hey, the tight end flea flicker screen, that was a hell of a lot of fun. That was a really fun wrinkle. The Giants just weren't aggressive enough chasing the flea flicker. But, yeah, anyway, man, good stuff, guys. Appreciate you joining. As usual, go Browns.